Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So this one is actually gonna be from a tournament, Turin's tournament, the 2v2, Gortrix and Felix. And I played together with Falcon, and from this team we have the Reptile King together with Gojira. And we're gonna be rocking the Tomb Kings in synergy with the High Elves, and our only strategy in this tournament, we just played whatever we wanted, but the only strategy we have is always to have a healing, like at least one healing faction. And the reason for that is enemy sniping. Like imagine a final transmutation on top of Spirit Leech or something else, a Luminarch of His together with final transmutation or something else. You know how it goes, like really hard hitting single target magic from multiple targets, because in a 2v2 you can get this option. And imagine a guy, it's a really unclothed guy, unarmored guy like Teclis or even somebody else, how fast it can go down. So yeah, always have healing in order to counter Lord sniping. That was the only strategy. So for me, I will be rolling the Tomb Kings with a couple of Carrions in the air just to fend off any skirmishes and such. A whole front line of just skeleton warriors with just two spears on the flanks, and also two skeleton horsemen. Not that they're any good, they're only meant to chase down light skirmishes and stuff like that. I just wanted them for the mass in case the opponents would try to get into our backs, because Falcon went with Teclis, as you can see here, and four Sisters of Avalon. So all of our strength lies on these sisters. We need them to be able to shoot constantly, never get shut down, so they can work some damage. We don't have anything else that can actually kill anything. For our leadership, for the Tomb Kings, we have Katep over here, which people think Sandstorms, DJ Roomba and stuff like that. No, you don't bring Katep for that. You bring Katep for this one, the lit stuff. And that's why you bring tip spells, like 3 of them, Incantation of Protection, the Jav's Incantation of Blades, and Petra's Incantation of Righteous Smiting. I brought that because it would work well with the sisters. So pretty much what you need to do with Katep is just look at the freaking timer every 15 seconds and just cast, and that means it's gonna shut off the enemy magic, and not just magic, every single skill available to them. It doesn't matter what it is. So yeah, Katep is quite formidable because of that reason, no other. He's actually quite crap. And over here we got Teclis, which he's gonna be bringing the Sword of Teclis because he just had leftover money, obviously. He just brought it, why the hell not. Potion of Charoi, just to heal up, Regrowth, a Fimbling Foe, and the Net because of the sisters. And what you don't take into account is actually the Kindle Flame. So every time Tyrion is casting, Teclis is casting, these sisters are gonna be doing 22% more damage. Where is it? Which is not a lot. Like no, the enemy is gonna be taking 22% more damage, which is a lot compared to just a flat stat over here on the missile damage. So yeah, the sisters every time Teclis casts are gonna be like gruesome. For our opponent's forces, for who is playing who? I think Gojira is playing the Empire, yep. For the Empire we got Outriders on each flank. We have another one, not on each flank. I think it was 2 Outriders, or is it only 1? Okay, it's only 1. We also got some Demigryph with Halberds on its flank. Possibly they were expecting some strong monster play. Some Spearmen, along with a Witch Hunter over here for the accusation. Also Final Transmutation over here, along with Plague of Rust and the Searing Doom. Excellent choice. And that's pretty much all of the Empire forces. For the Vampire Coast we have just a front line of polearms, some on the flanks as well. We have some units of Gunnery Mob in the back, which... how much armor do the sisters have? They get only 40 armor, so these guys need to get shut down immediately, because even if they're total crap, they can really do some work against the sisters. And what else? We got a Vampire Fleet Captain with Pistol and Vampire Lore, which is gonna be rocking the Vanel's Dance Macabre, always a nice skill to use, Invocation of Nehek, and Drown Dead Summon. And on top of that, a Carronade up on this hill over here to start opening fire. So let's get this on the road and let's begin. So the Carronade immediately is gonna start opening some fires into the sisters. Accidentally Katep is gonna get a cannonball in the face. I wasn't trying to do that. A few models are dead, but the sisters will be able to survive that. They will just keep going, and as soon as they get in range, which is just in a few seconds, as you can see, where's the line? Yeah, it's over here, this blue line. It's just a few meters, and yeah, we're gonna be getting on top of the Carronade, because if that thing is allowed to shoot, it's gonna do some really hard work. And Falcon immediately is gonna open fire on that. One of the sisters is gonna go after the gunnery handguns over here. Oh, he brought a handgun. I only just saw that. I thought, oh, he brought two handguns. So the two sisters are gonna be opening on the flanks, are gonna be opening fire on the handguns, and the other two are gonna be going after the Carronade. I'm gonna march forward to just meet his front line and not allow him to get through. Some Demigryph Knights are gonna get a nice charge over here on the Skeleton Warriors, and that's why I'm gonna move these guys over here just to protect. And overall I'm just gonna keep my layers over here. There's obviously a gap into this place, but that's what the Skeleton Horsemen are here for, to fill up any other gaps. Over here they're gonna get on these Fellbats, which are gonna go after the sisters. They're just gonna try to clean them up really quickly, and they're gonna do some really good work. Balthazar is on the air. He's just doing his things. Carronades, Carrions are gonna be going after the Outriders anytime soon. I sent them after the Carrions, but they just stopped. The Demigryph Knights are taking some really hot damage over here by the sisters. I was chasing a little bit with the Skeleton Warriors, but I'm just gonna be moving them back because he's just gonna try to go around me and just get some good hits onto me. The Fellbats have almost been shut down. He manages to get a summon over here, so we're just gonna counter with the other horsemen, and Teclis is gonna go in. It's not such a big deal. The sisters can easily just annihilate this guy. He's just gonna drive them back, and the skeletons will follow. Over here the handguns are almost taken out. I see that there's gonna be an opening over here, so I'm just pulling my not sisters, the Skeleton Warriors a little bit closer, just in case he tries to sneak through, just like here with the Outriders. But fortunately we get more Skeleton Horsemen over here, so it's not that big of a deal. We also get a couple of a unit of Carrion still left in the back. I reserved it for that reason, because I knew he would find an opening at some point, so yeah, we had to make sure that he wouldn't be able to get to the sisters. That was my only job, just make sure the sisters are always keep firing. Over here the Skeleton Horsemen are gonna pin in place the Demigryph Knights, so of course they're gonna get destroyed. As you can see, the curse, not the curse, the debuff from the lead staff. This is the lead staff actually going off. This smoky wind over here that you can see on the Empire and Vampire Coast forces. That means they can't cast for 15 seconds. And that is gonna go down over here, allowing Teclis to trigger the Kindle Flame, so these sisters are gonna be doing a lot more work, and actually with Petra's incantation of Righteous Smiting, they're just gonna demolish these Demigryph Knights almost immediately. So nice synergy from me and Falcon over there, just hitting these buffs on these sisters, and also the Kindle Flame at the same time. Over here it's pretty much massacred. Balthazar is just desperately trying to shut down the sisters. The balance of power is actually in the middle still, even though we have shut down their Demigryph Knights, and all that remains is chaff. So yeah, sort of Teclis was popped over here to go after Balthazar Gelt, which has been struck with a Fimbling Foe. Yeah, he was trying to snipe him out, but he failed to do so. Over here the Skeleton Horsemen are wavering, but at least they're filling the gap over here, and then just keep pulling reserves. This is the reason I kept all of these guys in the back, and the reason I'm not moving these guys to fight. I don't need them to fight. These guys are the killers here. I just need to keep them in place in case he tries to go in the back. The Outriders are opening fire on Katep along with any leftover handguns, so I'm just gonna try to get him back. Balthazar is taking heavy fire on the air. And yeah, from here on it's just gonna be a slow grind first. Another debuff from the lead staff is going down, because this is my my nice cool thing that I always do with Katep. I actually look at the timer every 15 seconds and I'm casting. Like I put a timer on my mind. Okay, it's time to cast. Do it. And I remember one game from me of Falcon with the same setup, High Elves and Tomb Kings, that we were facing Greenskins and Vampire Coast, and if you believe it or not, the opponents of ours, the Greenskin to be precise, the Greenskin player, didn't manage to get a single wag off because of Katep and his magic shenanigans. So over here we're gonna get an Ushabti summon just to pin in place the Demigryph Knights and just with overwhelming numbers from the spears and the guys over here, we're gonna be able to take them down. But what's Balthazar casting over here? I can't tell. Just Arcane Conduit. And oh no, it was actually the final transmutation, which is being countered by the Potion of Tsaroi by Falcon almost immediately, mitigating 44% of the damage that this thing would do, and he's actually taking no damage at all. And that net is gonna be so unforgiving for Balthazar here, because all of the sisters are just gonna open fire and will decimate Balthazar. And I think he's gonna go down here, or no? Oh yeah, he went down. Boom! He just crashed like a petty human he is. So the balance of power really moving up a lot in our favor, as you can see. These are summoned ones, I can't tell. Skeleton Warriors just doing really well against pole arms over here, and from here on everything is gonna start to disintegrate. Falcon snipes out the vampire caster over here, and just the summoned units are gonna be remain. Everything is gonna collapse, and yeah, it's just gonna be this. So first game in this tournament, and we managed to win it. There's another one against Godzilla and the Reptile King. Stay tuned in order to watch it. So for the army setup, as you can see, Katep managed to get 70 kills actually, and that was because of the Sandstorm, but that's not his role. His role is to shut down enemy magic, which I think I succeeded. Balthazar managed to get only one or two, one transmutation in the end. I don't remember him casting anything else, or at least we were able to just postpone his casts when he needed them, because it's almost impossible to shut down his magic all of the time, because you will eventually run out of magic. In the beginning, yes, you can, but not always. So the Skeleton Warriors did their part, just held in place. 95 kills for these brave champions, and the Skeletons as well did nice. The Skeleton Horsemen were the best addition that we could field. They just kept everything in place. The Carrions did also quite great, just being a nuisance, flying around, just harassing Outriders and stuff like that. And what about Falcon? Look at the sister skills. It's not much, but it's because it's actually Demigryph Knights and Balthazar and the Witch Hunter and all the rest. So yeah, this was our true killing power, the sisters, and they did a fantastic job. Teclis also did well with the net and Kindle Flame, allowing these girls to do a lot more damage, alongside with Katep here buffing the missile damage of theirs. And let's see, for Godzilla over here, Balthazar did quite okay, but I think they misstepped this game because of they thought that we were gonna go really heavy on constructs, cavalry and stuff like that, so they tried to get some Demigryph Knights with halberds, some spears, outriders, and single target magic, as you can see here from the accusation and the final transmutation. For the Reptile King, I really like the Carronade edition, but as I said, in the end their army was set up to fight like big monsters, so they really had almost nothing to counter the brute firing power of the sisters. So I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to leave a like or a comment, feel free to subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification button. And yeah, gonna be seeing you next time. Bye bye.